Guys, what's going on? It's your boy Patlanta from Card and Soul, and as you can see in the little picture here, boop, we got another mail day, and it's official now. We are back in action. We are going to get back into buying cards, grading cards, getting back into collecting and stuff like that. I normally go from January to about August timeframe, beginning of the football season, stuff like that. Also around that time, you have big sports card shows like the National and stuff like that. So people tend to stop buying online, or they've already pre-bought everything, and then what they do is they go to the National and then they try to make money, or they try to use those cards that they buy for trades and stuff like that. So, what I like to do is just during that time is I'll take a little bit of a break. I'll just that gives me some time off, helps me clear my head and whatnot. So I have not been doing sports cards from like September to December, 100% religiously like I normally do. Now it's February 2025. We are back at it. We're cruising. We're getting back into it. So we're going to go ahead and hop into this mail day today. And I'll show you some of the cards that I'm buying right now, that players that I'm speculating on, assuming that they are going to have a good season next year. Now, the comment section below is for you guys to tell me if I'm crazy or if I'm onto something, and as we proceed and progress, I think we should build upon having some type of community where we can kind of converse with each other in the comments section below and talk about sports cards, talk about guys that you're speculating on, guys that I'm speculating on. And through that community, through just us conversing and talking about things, maybe we can bleed that into a Discord chat where we can just have constant banter and figure out whether or not this person's going to be good, this person's going to be good. And then we can kind of create our own little community in which we rise together. So, I hope everybody's doing well out there. It's the weekend. Happy Friday. It's going to be a great weekend. It was a short week of work, right? Because of President's Day on Monday. Now this is a great way to kick it off. We're going to hop into this sports card mail day. We're going to look at some of the cards that I'm getting into. I hope you guys have a good weekend, all right? All right, guys, we are back. I hope you like the little decorations in the back. So my daughter, who loves me through and through, she found these items and she knows that I like these. Initially, that was from my son, the Spider-Man, but I love symbiote Spider-Man. And so she found that and brought it to me. So I threw it back there. And then also she found a tie Beanie Baby that says, "I love Atlanta." And I think I got that as a gift a long Christmas ago from a friend of my wife's. And she gave that to me. And so I put it back there as well. Do y'all remember Beanie Babies, right? Comment in the section below if y'all remember Beanie Babies and if you think it's life is cyclical and those guys will ever make a return. But yeah, and then also the Dave Portnoy thing. I'm going to show you this real quick. I'll turn the camera here. So I was actually on a One Bite Pizza review. It got like 1.3 or 1.5. I don't know what it is, but it got millions of views on YouTube. And I actually caught Dave Portnoy out on the street in Brooklyn, New York when I was living out there. And I was able to kind of pitch to him a cryptocurrency that I was into back then. Needless to say, he didn't bite on it. It was a cool experience. It was all caught on camera. One of my good friends to this day. He was actually my boss when I was over in Brooklyn. He got that vinyl made for me. He actually got two, and I signed the other one for him. But yeah, that is my story about One Bite Pizza and Dave Portnoy. You guys know what my interests are a little bit now. Crypto, symbiote Spider-Man, and tie Beanie Babies. Not really. Let's go ahead and hop into this mail day here. I kept all the cards in packaging, so it kind of brings that element of surprise, kind of like, what's it gonna be? So I want this to be a cool mail day. That's kind of what I wanted to bring or present to you guys here. So we're gonna start with this one right now. Let's go ahead and see what this first card is going to be. This is gonna take some time to get the tape off for you. You always keep that utility nail, right? Always keep that utility nail. That way you can utilize it. Be careful though, you can cut yourself. All right, so this is going to be a Sensational Signatures. So it's a Sensational Signatures Prizm auto basketball player of none other than the Orlando Magics. This is his Duke uniform, but this is Paolo Banchero. Paolo Banchero is kind of a sneaky good player. He doesn't get much respect out there in Orlando, but I really like his game. He's a really good basketball player. You know, I thought this card looked really good. The back centering's a little off, right? As you can tell, this right here is a little smaller than this side. So it's cut a little over more, but the front centering looks spot on. So that's what kind of caught my attention. So if the card checks out, right, this card might be worth sending into grade. But here's a Paulo Banchero autographed. I don't know, is this a rookie card? Let's see if it's a rookie year. 2024? No, it's not a rookie year. This is the second year. But yeah, Paulo Banchero autographed prismatic prism at that. All right, so that's how we start off mail day. Here's our second card here. Ooh, even more suspense. Not only do you pull it out of the packaging, but it's even more suspenseful because they didn't show us the front. All right, so this card, numbered to 8, okay? It's a clear card of none other than Miami Hurricanes now, Carson Beck. This is a Carson Beck autograph card. Carson Beck, I thought was going to go up into the draft. He did not. This is 4 of 8. This is a Pro Set Pure. I think this is the pure, meaning like it's a see-through card, or it's like clean, pure, whatever. But Leaf makes this. This is a Pro Set card. The centering is off a touch, as you can see. This side is going to be a little thicker than this side, right? And you can tell by these, I call them chicken strips. But the chicken strips over here are a little off center. So, but either get, hey, whatever. It's a Carson Beck autograph card. Maybe he can turn it around this year. He took a step back last year, and the Bulldogs, or I think he got some special NIL deal is what I heard. And he went down to Miami and took a deal down there. Okay, so here's this is a funny story. So there's a guy at work, he's into NASCAR or stock car racing, and was like, man, you should buy cards. They're kind of cheap. NASCAR cards are cheap. I think I picked this card up for literally $5, $5 shipping. So $10 all together got me this. And this was a cool insert of one of his favorite stock car drivers, or NASCAR drivers. His name's Kyle Larson, and every time this guy talks about him, his face just lights up, and he's just like a big fan of NASCAR. So, you know, it's kind of like WWE, UFC, the cards that aren't really going crazy out the roof for value, but there is a fan base, and so I'm going to gift this to him. This will be his first card, and maybe that'll get him into sports card trading or whatnot. And you know, I'm sure he'll buy through me. But the centering looked a little off center when I first bought it, but it is kind of close. PSA is going for more of a 60-40 or a 55-45 now. So you have to be spot on centering if you are looking to get like a near Gem Mint 10 card. All right, so little pro tip there. Okay, so we got here, this one is a pretty sick card. I know it is. I think I already know what this card is. This is a white die cut prism. This card is sick, y'all. All right. White die cut prism, Puka Nacua, rookie card. Quick story about this. I'm in the Coast Guard, so we're in the Honor Guard and presented the National Ensign during the opening part of the game. It was the Rams versus the 49ers. Matthew Stafford and also Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp throwing the football back and forth. They were just playing catch. And I got a clip, and I'll show it to you guys of it. And I was like, Puka, and he looked up and he was just like, what's up, man? I like Puka Nacua now, y'all. I'm gonna collect Puka Nacua cards. And just because he took the time to just look over and be like, what's up, man? So he's a fan-friendly player, you know? Matt Stafford, I didn't get the same vibe, really. I felt like I kind of like was taking up his time. That was the vibe I was getting, but maybe Matt Stafford's not happy. As you can see, there is some trade or potential him leaving Los Angeles. So, but anyways, Puka Nacua, rookie card, die cut white auto, or not auto, but this is numbered to 199 and it's number 155 of 99. If this card checks out, the centering is stellar. So Select last year was really good as far as grading. I think anything I sent Select I tend on, especially all my Victor Wembanyama's and stuff like that. So if I look and find anything 2023 select, I am buying, and I am looking to make sure everything checks out, and I am sending it to PSA. But that's a pretty dope white Puka Nacua die cut. All right, so on to the next one. So I believe this is gonna be my graded card. I don't know what this is exactly. This guy put it in the Ding Defender, which is, no, this is not, okay. So this is an autograph card of Dylan Gabriel. Dylan Gabriel, this is a cool one, Dynamite. My son loves dinosaurs. I'm gonna show it to him. I just hope he doesn't go Bam Bam on it from Flintstones. But it is a pretty sick looking card. The full auto on sticker. It's a 1/1. It's got Stegosaurus, which is my son's favorite dinosaur. So there's just a little sentimental value kind of to this. But the card looked really good. I mean, even looking at it right now, just through the casing, it looks solid. And this card was made by Wild Card. They make some decent looking stuff. So Dylan Gabriel, he's going to be coming up into the draft this year. He'll be probably one of the first round draft picks, as some teams need QBs. We'll see where he goes, but I'm banking on trying to get this at 10 and selling it around draft time, right? Maybe prior to the draft and catching people on that hype. It hasn't really hit yet, but draft time, people get excited and they buy cards because people are excited about football during that time. So that's a little pro tip there. Buy for the draft and then sell during the draft. But Dylan Gabriel, quarterback for the Oregon Ducks, 1/1. I heard he throws a quick ball. Next one up, we got a little extra. All right, here we go. Okay, got the tape off. As you guys know, through shipping, sometimes the cards can creep up, right? Creep up here, and it leaves cards exposed. So I think one of the last two cards did it really well. Here, I'll show you this individual, right, with the Puka Nacua. He put some of the duct tape or painter's tape on the top. That's good because it kind of seals down a little bit of the top and it won't let the card creep out and get dinged. So unfortunately, this person or individual did not do that. So we got the card that creeped up. But I am a Minnesota Vikings fan. And this guy is kind of a nostalgic purchase. This is numbered to 199. His name is Chuck Foreman. He was just a bruiser of a running back. Growing up, my dad used to show me highlight film of the Minnesota Vikings. And Chuck Foreman was just a beast. I didn't really pay attention to the autograph. It looks like he went out of the sticker. So this is just going to be like a put away keepsake, maybe even send it to my pops. Because we enjoyed watching highlights, and I'm sure my dad watched this guy, growing up, and he's just a huge Vikings fan. It's a painful life being a Minnesota Vikings fan. It really is, but we've got some hope. We'll see if it can pan out. All right. We also have a crazy QB situation that we're going to have to figure out what we're going to do. Sam Darnold played lights out this year, and everybody's like, oh, you got to pay Sam Darnold. You got to give him the bag. You're going to miss out, or what could have been. But then it came to the end of the season. There were a couple big games that he had to win, and he just did not come through for us. All right, so we got a 4 of 7 here. Numbered 4 of 7 of another QB that might be coming out into the draft. I believe he is. I think he declared for the NFL. His name is Drew Aller. Maybe not. I'll have to double check that. But this is a Drew Aller autographed card from Wild Card. Card Studs is the set. And man, he's 6'5", 243. That's a big boy, man. This might be another Josh Allen. I don't like comparing people, but hey, man, Josh Allen, when he first came up in the league, nobody cared. And then all of a sudden, boom, there he is. So we'll see. Maybe Drew Aller is that guy. He's a big dude. But man, what a nice autograph card of Drew Aller here for the Penn State Nittany Lions. They got really close. They just had to beat Notre Dame, but they weren't able to. But they were really close. And this one is my graded card, I believe. Yes, it is. All right. And I know what no, wait. No, it's not. Okay. Man, I am just all off today, y'all. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay, so we got a silver prizm rookie card of Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams, y'all, is mad cheap for a #1. He's mad cheap right now. Unfortunately, Panini Prizm, or Panini period, has not been making quality cards. So finding a Gem 10 on this guy or anything Jaden Daniels right now is extremely hard. But you know what? Guys, this surface is solid. The only thing is the centering is off, okay? And what I mean by that is this chicken strip down here, or this edge, doesn't match this edge. You see that? You see how it's thinner up top? Down here it's a little below, but maybe they'll be lenient just because the surface looks good. Now we gotta check the back. The back surface looks really good. I see a little bit of a surface dimple up top there. You might be able to see it, might not be. It's right there. You guys see that right there. And then let's check the corners. Oh, dude, we might have one to send in. I might try to send this in and see if I can get a 10 on it. This would be a nice card to have next year if he goes off. I mean, he's got the weapons. They just got to get him a line. I think the Bears know what they need to get Caleb Williams. But yeah, nice. It's hard finding good cards now, y'all. Real talk. What I did there was I popped the top corner here of that penny sleeve so that you don't nick the bottom corner here putting it in. People just shove these things in and they'll mess up these corners. Card ain't gradable, you know? And then they send it to you, especially like breakers and stuff like that. You have to watch that. If you guys are getting into breaks, if you're buying cards, make sure you're checking those corners because they get dinged up when people just shove them into those penny sleeves. But anyways, let's do a quick recap, all right? So we've got Caleb Williams silver rookie card prizm from the 2024 Panini Prizm set here. We have a Drew Aller. This card is made in 2023, so this was last year, but it's in these wild card, I like these one-touch magnets that they do, and it kind of ensures that the card, even though it rotates or circulates, as long as it's not pulled out of this thing, it maintains its crisp state. You know, it's a fresh card that was put into there, and then as long as it wasn't messed up during production, it's still a good card. So the card, you got a good chance that it could grade. Same thing here, another wild card. Dynamite Dylan Gabriel for the Oregon Ducks, but he's declared for the draft. And Chuck Foreman, Minnesota Viking from back in the day. A little nostalgic PC purchase there. Puka Nacua, all right. Yo, Puka! We got Pot of Gold, Kyle Larson. Pretty sick Pulsar Prizm, numbered to 75. And you guys try to buy numbered cards, right? It kind of ensures that there's not like mass production and millions produced of it. And we had a Carson Beck there. Sorry. Carson Beck auto. And you see how you see that now he's not a George boy. I kind of just almost went by him. And then Paolo Banchero, sensational signatures, silver prism or pulse prismatic prism. All right, y'all. But yeah, thanks for joining me on this fine Friday. You guys, I appreciate it. I hope let me know in the comment section below, what you guys think of my purchases. Do you think I'm on the right track this year? Do you think I need to switch up from buying certain players? I know a lot of people don't like Caleb Williams. They just don't like him. I get it. There's some stuff that he be doing that people are just like, bro, why? But that doesn't mean he can't play football. And that's why I'm buying him. I'm not buying him for all that other stuff. As long as he ain't getting pulled over or doing anything crazy, and getting himself in trouble, the least I got to worry about is the other stuff. Then, and he's producing on the field. Well, guess what, man? I benefit from that. So we'll see. Hopefully I can pull a 10 on that. I got some really nice looking cards. Wow. I'm really like hesitant right now because, so I'm really hesitant right now when it comes to buying sports cards just because of the quality control has just really gone significantly down. But now I'm trying to buy more, like I'm trying to protect myself more, buy things that are encased, that have a potential that it could get to me, still be in good condition, and then send it. Hence why I bought, like, you know, for instance, these wild card cards right here. These guys are thrown into packages like this, and then they circulate just like this. As long as they're in this state, there's a good chance if I were to pop it out, send it in for grading, then I might get a 10, right? And I'm keeping my numbers low. Like, this is a 1 of 1. This is a 1 of 1 Dylan Gabriel. This one's 4 of 7 of Drew Aller. So you guys let me know. Leave in the comment section below what you think of the cards that I just picked up. You know, these are, I thought these were good cards. You know, I probably could have held off on old Chuck Foreman, but you know, Vikings, it was ending an auction. I had to pick it up. Carson Beck is another one. Plays for the Bulldogs. I'm a Bulldogs fan. Puka Nacua, right? Puka all of a sudden has become one of my big collector's items just because of his, yo, Puka! And he's like, what up, man? Paulo Banchero, I think he's just undervalued. Kyle Larson, like I said, I'm gifting this to a friend at work. And then Caleb Williams, super cheap compared to, you know, what a normal #1 draft pick goes for. Jaden Daniels outshined him. You know, if Caleb Williams went to the Washington Commanders, we would all be buying Caleb Williams card. So I think this is an opportunity for me, you know, to get into a #1 draft pick, or, you know, the #1 draft pick in the 2024 draft at a very low price. So I'm going to be buying as much Caleb Williams as I can. Y'all don't outbid me now. All right. But anyways, hey, shout out to each and every one of you. I appreciate it. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Once again, if you're still with me, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. It really does help me. It helps me in the algorithm and helps push me up into people that matter to see. I'm kidding. You all matter. And also, make sure you smash that like button. And, you know, we'll see you in the next one. Happy Friday. Have a good weekend. All right. You guys planning on going to that Fanatics Fest? I might have to go again this year. We'll talk to you guys soon. All right. Peace out.